2 weeks ago, I didn't care for Pokopia. I saw it in a direct, thought it looked fine, and promptly forgot about it. I had no idea it was even coming out this month until the entire internet exploded with praise for the game. I love Pokemon, but I skipped Scarlet and Violet, and I don't really want to touch this. So I'm definitely beginning to yearn for another Pokemon experience. I coincidentally also really like Animal Crossing, so this sounds like the perfect game for me. There's just a tiny problem. I don't want to pay €80 for a Pokemon Crossing game. I don't really want to pay that amount for any game. So I guess that's it then. No Pokopia for me. Okay, let me explain. I know I'm a bit tardy to the party in the making of this video, but I've just been so busy playing Pokopia. Now, Pokopia is a game that I've been wanting to play for a while. Well, not Pokopia specifically, but a game like it. For a while, I've needed a chilled game where I can just jump in, do a few things for a little while to relax, and then close it with a sense of progression. Whether I played for hours or only 30 minutes. And Pokopia scratches that itch perfectly. Obviously, it's been compared heavily to Animal Crossing. And while, yes, it does draw a lot of inspiration from it, it doesn't really feel like an Animal Crossing game. It's a lot more open and free, letting you do pretty much anything you want. As you probably already know, humans in this world are gone. Where and how they went is so far unknown, but the world is looking quite rough. So, your job is to clean up the world, attract new Pokemon, and care for them. The whole world is made up of blocks, so you can build and shape it however you want. But it's not really necessary other than cleaning up a few things. You can also just decorate and rebuild houses that are already there, but not much is required to satisfy your Pokemon. You can also simply just do all the requests and get through the story. It's like an unfinished painting, and you can choose to finish it or just paint it over entirely. There's quite a lot of different things to manage in the game, without it forcing anything down your throat. It's so freeing to play a game like this every once in a while. A game that lets you play at completely your own pace and exactly how you want. Even now, 2 weeks after release, I feel like I'm so far from getting through the game. I've only really tried to rebuild the first area. And even then, there's smaller areas within this first area that I haven't even touched. The other areas are a bit more neglected. And I have yet to go to Pallet Town, so I don't even know what's over there yet. Hell, I'm not even sure if there's more than these 4 areas. It's sometimes a bit demotivating seeing people make all these crazy builds. But then again, I don't really care. My place looks just fine, even though it still looks quite empty. And that's the thing, I don't even feel like I'm done with the first area. I've spent so much time here, and yet it still looks pretty barren. And this is only like a fourth of the game, as far as I know. So while I'm doing most of the requests in the other areas, I don't think I'll ever build much anywhere but here. If you want to actually rebuild all the areas, you have so much content on your hands. I've spent close to 30 hours in the game so far, and this is all I've got. I can't imagine the time it'll take to do all the areas. Not only that, but there's so many hidden places and things to discover in every area. There's a great sense of exploration here.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck?
It's even based on towns and places from the games, so if you're a big Pokemon fan, you'll probably recognize most of it. And speaking of building, this is the first Switch 2 game I've played that properly utilizes the mouse functionality. The camera can make it quite tricky to accurately place down and destroy blocks. So whenever I need to build something, I just plop down a Joy-Con down on a flat surface and boom, mouse controls. It's so intuitive and responsive, it's quite insane to experience. It's also very easy to get materials for anything you need. You end up gathering stacks of basic materials so fast, and when you need to craft them into things like fences, paths and other blocks, the game gives you so much for each item you craft. The only thing I've really struggled with is iron, cause it's not super abundant and it also takes time to smelt. The solution though is just to visit something called Dream Islands. Just like you can visit islands in Animal Crossing, Pokopia has a similar feature which lets you visit randomly generated islands where you can collect materials. So if you're struggling to find something, you can most likely get it there. There's also always a house or two, so if you're feeling uninspired but need to build a house, just steal one. The whole game in general feels like a very streamlined version of New Horizons. For everything that's holding you back in that game, Pokopia has you unchained. Everything is faster, easier and more obtainable, which is exactly what lets you play at your own pace and will. And that's really the thing that keeps me playing. There's no frustrations, no friction. The whole loop is just really satisfying. I'll boot the game up, maybe clean up a small area, place a few things down, help my Pokemon with some requests, get distracted halfway through each of those things and end up doing something completely else. And boom, an hour has passed without you noticing. There's just so much there, and none of it is inherently screaming for your attention. It throws things at you all the time, which might sound overwhelming, but it really isn't. It's not saying, hey, you need to do this now. It's more just giving you options. As I mentioned, there's a whole area I've yet to see. It's been unlocked for me for many hours. But I feel completely content where I'm at. I don't feel the need to rush through any of the areas, so I'm just taking my time. Even in the areas I've been in, I have yet to see all they have to offer. The second area I went to is this big beach and harbor area with the SS Anne from Generation 1. Again, there's so much to do, and I don't feel the need to rush through any of the areas. So, I'm just taking my sweet time. There's no optimal way to play, and no pressure to be efficient. I wish more games felt like this. I know not every game even could feel like this, but it's rare that I feel satisfied with leaving an area looking like this. Which is also the most recent area I've gone to. It took me like 20 hours before I set foot in here, which was probably not the best decision, cause this is the area that unlocks upgrades for most of your abilities, which drastically speeds up some of your work. You get an upgrade to your cutting ability, or you can water a bigger area, and one upgrade in particular makes your block breaking stronger, and you also unlock a graveler in this area, which lets you bulldoze anything in your path. And yeah, I mean, I could have gone here sooner. I could have gone through all of it sooner and unlocked everything before I settled down. But I don't think the game really cares about that. I certainly don't. And that's a good feeling. I can take it slow, make the ugliest builds possible, ignore entire parts of the game, and I'd still feel satisfied. That's how fun and relaxing the gameplay loop is in this game. So yeah, that's about it. Pokopia is a fun, relaxing, and very satisfying game no matter how you play it. And it actually respects your time. Except when building houses, that sometimes takes an entire day. But I mean, you can just time jump on your Switch, so it's whatever. So, thanks for listening to me yap about Pokopia. I'm now gonna go and get addicted to Crimson Desert. Alright, bye! Switch to boot up, didn't care at first. Saw it in a direct like,
Yeah, it could be worse.
30 hours deep, bro, I'm losing my mind. Pokopia got me hooked, it will ride my spine. Building up houses all day, all night. Peeking out the blind.
Shit, it's already bright.
Towns looking fire, it's all driven effort. Gotta put it down, I wanna play Crimson Desert.